And there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Welcome to the saltiest week you are going to get this week.
Ooh, yeah, no, I'm excited to
We
hear
are,
your reaction today.
we are both goddamn bitter right now. And
Yep.
yeah, so I'm your hostess with the mostest, Mr. Garrett M. La Laguna. The M stands for mother. And my co host with the most is Mr. Tony S. Burgess. The S stands for
I'm still losing. Still losing.
still losing. Yeah, no, some bullshit happened this week, and we'll get into it. This is going to be our review preview show. This may also be a format that we kind of keep going forward based off like availability and,
Yeah.
how salty we are coming out of the previous week. Because right now, oh my God, I am coughing up so much goddamn salt, the Dead Sea would be proud.
All right.
Okay.
Cool. All right, let's get to it.
Yeah, no, bitter. So I guess the first thing we're going to talk about is last week's results, and we're going to go into those real quick. And surprise, surprise, Dave won again. He's 5-1. He beat Leroy Jenkins 96 to 131.
Yeah, his team outperformed what they were projected, and Doug's underperforms. And it seems like that's how it always is for Dave. His team
Yeah.
always performs,
But it's
overperforms.
not like Dave was, unbeatable this week. He only put up
His
131
kicker put up
points.
18 points.
Yeah, his kicker put up 18 points, which was his third highest total of the week. But yeah, CEH put up 26 points, which we'll see how long that lasts, considering, Le'Veon Bell is now there. Of course, that was kind of CEH is just like, oh, you guys wanted to hire him? Oh, nah, mother. Hold my beer.
Hold my beer.
Hold my beer. I got this. 161 rushing yards. Didn't put up a touchdown, though. I don't think. Did he?
I don't know.
I don't know. He put up 26 points. Doesn't
I
really matter
assume.
at this
I
point.
assume he did.
And unfortunately, Dave's team, like seriously, or not Dave's team, uh, Doug's team seriously underperformed, man. Ben Roethlisberger at 11 points, Ezekiel Elliott and Miles Sanders at 14.
Yeah,
Uh,
Elliott did not do good, and I watched that entire Cowboys game for a specific reason, as we'll talk about later. Um, but yeah, Elliott, it's crazy. Like, he was not good. He should not have even had 14 points, but they kept feeding him the ball. They keep
he had
every
two
their whole
fumbles.
offense.
Man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The
Yeah,
offense revolves around him, and even though he was fumbling, he fumbled twice, and then he didn't even miss a drive. He came back like 5 plays later. Like that was his timeout, and then he came back and they passed it to him right away. It's like, dude, the offense is not going to work when you're just
mhm.
going around one person like that. That's just not going to work, and the Cowboys are sucking because of it.
Yep.
Anyway, moving on.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't think Dave really could have won this week, even if he made the right decisions.
Doug,
Because
you mean?
Doug, yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Ryan would have gotten him an extra 25 points, and McKissick could have gotten him an extra 14 points. No, that probably would have given
That
him
might
the
have done it.
win.
That might have
Yeah,
been at that point.
McKissick instead of Evans and Ryan instead of Roethlisberger. So,
How did
yeah,
Roethlisberger only have 11 points, but when they won 38-7?
yeah, he didn't have to do much. Connor,
Holy
freaking
crap.
Connor, screw you, James
That's
Connor, and
insane.
we'll get to that. But Dave still remains in first place. Doug falls back to 8th place after that. In our second game of the week, we had all downhill from here, taking on Laura, and bad things happening, and good things happened for Laura.
Good things did happen for Laura.
She is no longer, well, she's no longer winless. She's still in last place, but she's no longer winless. She won
Right.
141 to 113 this
Yeah,
week.
yeah,
Kick
it's
Daniel's ass.
definitely a lot of points, and yeah,
Yep.
kicked his butt.
I mean, Kenyon Drake put up most of those points with 37. He killed it this week. Chase Claypool, whom she stole from me, put up 18 points. Good game for him. Yeah, she had a good week all around. She would have beaten a lot of people. She would have beaten Dave this week.
Oh, it makes sense. I bet you everyone put a claim in for Claypool. But
Oh
I mean,
yeah,
she was
I'm
0-5,
sure.
so obviously she was at the bottom of
Yeah,
the
she had first
order.
priority,
Yeah,
man. There's no getting past that. And even if she didn't, I'm sure Cody put it in,
yep,
or whoever,
exactly.
Josh, whoever's in 11th place.
Man, no, he's been stellar. He's been stellar.
So yeah, unfortunately, Daniel did not have a great week, and there was nothing done on his bench that could have helped. Yeah, Kelsey is awesome and put up 21 points, but that is literally the most points of anybody this week for him. Bridgewater only put up 11 points. Yeah, you wanted to give me Bridgewater for DeAndre Hopkins. I scoff at you, son.
And Burkhead only had 2 points. Man,
Yeah, no, the Chiefs defense only put up 3. So it's not like his, Robinson, Humphreys, Ridley, Kelsey, Patrick, they put up good numbers. It's just he got no help from his other running back, no help from his quarterback, and his kicker and defense didn't do anything special
yeah.
compared to, 19 points from the Buccaneers defense for Laura. Jesus, didn't even see
Well,
that.
yeah, the Packers got demolished. We know. Let's move on.
Okay, in our third game of the week, we got Kittles and Bits and Josh. Now not winlet, or not, I guess he's got his second win now, taking on Jamie, his boss, I believe they are, and beat Jamie's ass 144 to 117. I mean, Josh is still in 11th place right now. Jamie did fall back to 7th place, though.
Yeah. No, Deshaun Watson, 37
Good game
points
for
for Josh.
Watson. Good
Yeah.
game for Fuller. I mean, that's a
That's a
hell
good
of a
combo right
stack he's
there.
got right there. Yeah, Hopkins or Montgomery. Sorry, Hopkins. Montgomery did not put up bad numbers. 17 points. Gaskin put up 20 points. Who would have thought that Miami Dolphins would be fantasy relevant this year?
Yeah, a little bit more than last year, right?
A hell of a lot more
Um,
than last year.
but
I
because
know help from Cooper up, but
look at that. I think that's kind of funny. Josh's kicker, he's on the COVID list now.
yeah.
So he, holy moly.
So somebody's gonna have to go out and get a new kicker.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah. But he's got Le'Veon Bell, so we'll see what happens there in the future. Now that Bell is a chef.
It still says Jets on here. That's weird. But yeah, he is Broncos or not Broncos.
Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Yeah. And unfortunately, Jamie, it's not like Josh had a unbeatable team either. Uh, Jamie could have beat him, but unfortunately, Brady didn't put up good amount of points. Gurley didn't put up a good amount of points. Godwin definitely under delivered. Chenault under delivered. So, unfortunately, you have too many guys that are under delivering and too many guys on the other team that are living well up to their expectation. Of
Yep,
course, I didn't
exactly.
expect much from Tanyan.
No, I think it'll be decent in the future. Maybe we'll see.
It's just ridiculous that both of these defenses, man, the Steelers put up 18 points and the Dolphins put up 15 points. Like, goddamn.
Never would have expected that. Yeah.
No. In our fourth game of the week, we had AVI Fantasy taking on Up to Noah Good. And Anthony kicked Jen's ass. He's now sitting at 4-2 in third place. Jen is at 3-3, still in sixth place. Playoff relevance still. But yeah, once again, nothing off the chain this week. Nothing, no huge. A lot of us hit between 144 and 146 points. I don't know if you realize that, but
There's a lot of high scoring teams, and then except for my game, but the lowest scoring game of history.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams this week. 5 of 12 teams this week scored between 141 and 146 points.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's insane. Lamar Jackson put up a hell of a week. I don't have to play Lamar Jackson this week, though, because I play Anthony later. Haha, and he's on bye week.
Got him.
Yeah. But Kyler Murray, man, you couldn't throw one more goddamn pass to Hopkins. One more pass. Like, you schmuck. You get 33 points.
Can't
33
believe
points.
I was paying attention to that game too. Well, obviously I watched that game. Like I said, and I was paying attention to DeAndre Hopkins because I knew that situation a few, and he
Dude,
was getting nothing, and I was just like, "Oh my God, Garrett's gonna!" I thought you were gonna win for the
dude,
longest time.
I seriously
He had
last
50
week
points. But anyway,
last
we got
week
to your game.
I
Yeah.
was considering picking up Christian Kirk for the stack just to make sure that I should get points from one or the two of them. And yeah, Christian Kirk is the one that freaking delivered in that game. And if I would have picked him up like I was planning on doing, I definitely would have won. I would have kicked everybody's ass this week. But not talking about that game, talking about this game,
Yep.
and 146 to 101. Cool. Moving on.
Well, and remember we talked about it. Akers were like questioning that decision of because he's only projected to get 3 points. The running back for
he
Jen.
didn't play like at
He
all.
didn't even play. So that's something. And she lost
Yep.
3 points because of the Cowboys defense.
Yep, that didn't help. It has two really good quarterbacks though.
Yeah, it's true.
So Tannehill got 30 points. Murray got 33. Yeah, would have played the 49ers defense this week. But yeah, I wouldn't trust that Cowboys defense at all this year. Not at all. Not at all.
No,
Get them the hell off the field.
yeah, seriously. Agreed.
In our fifth game this week, we have the lowest scoring game of all time, CD's TDs against the champ is losing, and the champ lost.
Yeah, the last came down to the last pass for the Cowboys of the game. It was a 1 yard touchdown pass to Amari Cooper. Right. If he didn't do that, I would have won. That's all I have to say. I was watching the entire game thinking I was going to win, and then that was it. Garbage time when they're losing 38-3.
Yeah.
It hurt. It hurt. I've lost 2 weeks in a row. 2 weeks in a row on the last pass of the game for that team.
I guess, yeah, that sucks. Just like, yeah, I'm sitting at 4 losses in a row. Yeah.
No. Just 2 weeks in a row of losing on the last play. Last week it was Jonnu Smith, the tight end that you have now. It was a touchdown
I don't
pass.
have him.
Oh no, I thought
I have Evan Ingram.
Oh, never mind.
Jonnu Smith is with Doug.
Something else. But that's how he beat me that week.
Yeah, this was definitely a underwhelming game.
Was
a lot of your players had good stats across the board, with the exception of your defense and Rodgers.
Sure.
You obviously would have won if Rodgers didn't throw 2 interceptions, if he would have thrown for, a single touchdown. Right? But that Tampa Bay defense just stifled the hell out of the Packers. Couldn't get back into the game. I watched the first little bit and it was just like, oh man, this looks like it's going to be a Packer runaway. Then all of a sudden it's just like, nope, nothing.
Yeah, 10-0 we're winning in the first couple minutes of the game. And then that was it. I stopped watching the game at halftime. I couldn't watch it anymore.
Yeah.
So it was a very bad game really for both teams in all honesty.
Yeah.
It was
it sucks when it's taken away from you. Like, you're at the point of victory and it's just taken away from you in that bullshit garbage time. It's like you couldn't throw into CD Lamb. You got CD Lamb over there.
Yeah, no, and that's why it was so fun. It was fun to watch that game. That's why I watched the entire game. Because it was CD Lamb against Amari Cooper. So 2 guys on the same team, right? So anytime we got to the pre-snap, I would look for where CD Lamb was. It was, easy to see because he has longer hair. And I would just watch him the whole time and watch the quarterback, I guess Andy Dalton, see where his eyes were looking and see where he was going to throw the ball. Like it was kind of fun. It was an interesting way to watch football, but he was not
Yeah.
good. The offense sucked the entire game.
Oh yeah. They put it all in the back of Ezekiel Elliott because that's all that they
That's what
have
I'm
right
saying.
now.
That's all they did. They didn't. Honestly, to me, they didn't seem like they trusted Andy Dalton to take over and do well. Which he is a good quarterback, but man, they died with Ezekiel that game.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, and in our final game of the week, we got me taking on Dayman, and I lost 143.98. So basically 144 points to
About a point and
145.32.
under a point
Less
and a
than a
half.
point and a half. 1.3 points. I needed one single pass reception for 3 yards by anybody. By anybody. And considering freaking, oh man, this is what pissed me off too. I watched 13 points get taken off the board by T.Y. Hilton.
Ugh.
Seriously, I watched a little bit of that game. I saw a T.Y. Hilton 30-yard pass touchdown get called back for bullshit pass interference. Then I saw a 20-yard pass to him down the field get called back on illegal contact. And it was just absolutely ridiculous. He got 2.1 points. Mike Gesicki, your new tight end, got me freaking 0 points. You're making me Gesicki, you schmuck.
That's why you wanted to trade him. Like, yeah, well, he's on a bye week now. That's why he wanted some.
Rams, well, yeah, and then Zach Ertz is going on to IR now. So thank you for doing that now after forcing me to get rid of somebody, you schmucks. Jesus. But if I would have played him last week, I would have won.
That's funny.
If I would have gotten Christian Kirk like I was planning on, I would have won. Freaking Rams defense, man. How are the Rams defense getting 0 points against the 49ers? You making them look good. What the hell? And then over on the other side, you got James Conner getting 21 points, Julio Jones getting 33 points, Ronald Jones getting 30 points, Kirk Cousins, who I saw at the start of his game was in negative points, and with 26 points. Screw you.
They had a lot of garbage touchdowns and stuff when they were getting blown out by the Falcons, I remember. Yeah.
It's just, Cam Newton threw for 2 interceptions. Throw for one less. Throw for one less, you a-hole. This sucked. This one hurt.
Yeah, no.
I'm at 4 losses in a row. Yeah, I'm in 9th place right now, but yeah, we're both sitting there at 2 and 4, and I want to say, Josh is now at 2 and 4 as well, and yeah, Laura's right behind us.
Yeah.
So
it's rough.
Yeah, but here's the thing though, too. You got people in 5th and 6th place at 3 and 3.
Mm-hmm.
So we can still easily make a jump. We can still easily get in the playoffs. It's not completely out of the realm of possibility.
No.
Considering, 2 teams at 5 and 1, 1 team at 4 and 2, which I'm going to kick your ass this week, Anthony. I'm beating you. No. If I don't win this week, I am going to be just absolutely livid. It's it's the week before my wedding. Just give me something, man.
Give me something. Yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah, that would be really nice. But, hope in one hand and shit in the other and see which one fills up first. It's one of my favorite sayings.
That sums it up about right there.
Yeah. So that's last week.
Yep,
I guess to recap standings, we'll go through. Laura's in 12th place. Josh is in 11th. You're in 10th. I'm in 9th. Doug's in 8th. Jamie's in 7th. Jen is in 6th. Daniel's in 5th. Aaron is in 4th. Anthony's in 3rd. Cody's in 2nd. Dave's in 1st.
Of course, Dave's in 1st. Why would he not be?
So now we're going to go to this week, and we're going to talk about this week's matchups and projections and what we're looking at so far. So first game we're going to start off with is we got Jen taking on Daniel. We got number 6 taking on number 5, a good middle of the pack matchup right now. And we currently have Daniel projected to win 117.9 to 115.85. So about a 2.05 difference there in projected scores. Couple teams on each of their team or players on each of their team with bye weeks this week, but it looks like they should have
most
of their rosters.
What was the game again? Sorry, I got lost here.
Jen versus Cody, up to Noah Good, and all downhill from here.
Okay, got it. Okay, go. Now I'm on track now. All right.
Go. So yeah, I think Murray is going to have a great game against Seattle. They have a very porous defense this week. I think that's going to be a great game and just, be a high scoring event. So that could be good for both Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf.
Oh yeah, DK. Please.
Yep, the new Megatron.
I love DK, man. He's fast and he's big. That's just the best combo you could ever ask for in a receiver.
He's going to be the new Megatron, man. Just wait.
Yeah, him and AJ Brown, they're going to be stellar. And that's why I tried to get them both. And I didn't. I got DK at least.
Yeah. See, Kamara's projected for 23 points for Jen.
Gosh, yeah.
Yeah, that is ridiculous. Highest projected total for anybody this week, including both the quarterbacks in these games.
Yeah, it's wild. That's I mean, the same thing. The Saints are kind of riding on him this year as their offense, and he's making the most of it.
Yep. I mean, is Michael Thomas back yet? Is he still being punished?
It's so wild to see, right? Because normally the Saints are a pass-heavy, down-the-field type of team. Drew Brees gets 5,000 passing yards every year.
Yeah.
But now their offense is kind of not necessarily running the ball every time, but they're passing it a lot more short routes, like just to running back essentially every time. Coming out of the backfield, they don't really go deep with passes.
No, Drew Brees has not been going more than 10 yards down the field a lot this year. And I think that it has a lot to do with just his distrust of the wide receivers. Michael Thomas is a great, wide receiver.
Sanders and Michael Thomas is a great combo. It would seem like on paper.
But if Drew Brees doesn't have the confidence in Emmanuel Sanders, then he's not going to throw over there. He'd rather just throw to Kamara 50 times a game. So... But it looks like there's a lot of really good matchups on both sides. It does not look like this is. I don't expect this game between them to be a high-scoring affair. I think it's going to be because nobody's going to have a really blowout week. I don't feel Travis Kelce might, because Travis Kelce is Travis Kelce and he does Kelce things.
Yeah, right.
But I mean, Ridley could have a great game against Detroit this week because Detroit has, Water as, cornerbacks.
Yeah.
You got Robinson and Johnson going up against their respective team. Johnson going up against Green Bay this week. He's going up against the worst rush team against running backs this week.
Wait, what? Yeah. Yeah.
Green Bay is the 32nd ranked against opposing running backs. So
I'm not surprised.
Yeah. But you, on the other hand, got Waller, which I'm salty about that too. Been trying to get Waller all year from you, Daniel. I would have offered you better than DJ. I would have offered you more than that.
But no, it's nice. I have a plethora of tight ends now, and it's not like they're bad. Hunter Henry's good. I like him. Waller's good, and then Well, yeah, whatever. The Dolphins guy. He's decent. So.
I mean, he was the 6th-ranked tight end going into that last week that he got 0 freaking points, and the 2 other tight ends on the team each got more than 10. I'm not bitter. I'm not
No,
bitter.
no.
Not at all.
Might even use one of them as a flex one time. That'd be crazy.
I think Daniel takes this win.
You do?
I do. All because I like his matchups a little bit more than Jen's. Allen Robinson going up against Los Angeles Rams. You got Brandon Cooks going up against Green Bay. Yeah, Kamara's going to get points. Peterson's on the way out, man. After what Swift did last week, if they don't start feeding Swift the ball, then that's just Matt Patricia asking to be fired.
That's a good point. Yeah, I'm going to go with Daniel as well.
So, yeah. Sorry, Jen. In our next game of the week, we got Dayman and Mr. Aaron going up against Ossinipa Creek and Jamie, the battle of the supervisors or managers or whatever they are. I don't think either of them listen to this. So, let me know if you guys do. If you do, fire me. A lot of questionable players over on Jamie's side. Mixon, Thomas, Brown, Godwin. Yeah, he's got a lot of questionable players right now. And it's not like, Aaron is not without his questionable players between Kareem Hunt and Julio Jones.
True. Yeah, it's wild. Yeah, I'll be really concerned having that many questionables on my team. I mean, especially in the starting lineup. I have to really pay attention on Sunday morning.
Yeah, definitely. But I mean, I expect most of these people to play. I expect Michael Thomas to be back, especially after the bye week. Because he should have been back for the Chargers game, but they decided to bench him because he was being a dick.
Oh.
I want to say he punched another player in the face in practice.
Yeah, it's not a good thing.
No. I'm kind of glad he's not on my team this year. Players with behavioral issues I do not like.
I did not decide to draft them in either of my leagues.
Oh man, we will get to that here soon.
Get to
what? Oh no, I think we already passed it. Let me see. Yep. Did you see who Daniel picked up in free agency?
No.
He picked up Mr. Antonio Brown.
He did, huh?
He did.
Oh, and you put him on the reserve, you son of a... He could get signed soon. Man, that's a good call.
I think it's terrible. I would have never.
It's a reserve spot. No one cares about the reserve spot.
Yeah, but once he's brought back in and he's eligible to play, he's off that reserve spot. And once he's unsuspended, he's off that reserve spot and he's just taking up a bench spot.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't think it's a good call. Personally, I would not want him on my team, but
I just try to get him
are weird like that.
And he's already picked up by somebody in my league, so never mind.
Dude, everybody went out and picked him up yesterday. I don't know why. I genuinely just do not understand. Yeah, he's a talent, but at the same time, you really think he's going to play? Really? I mean, he went to the Patriots, and they're known for bringing troubled people in there and reforming that BS, and he lasted one game. Granted, they probably would not have beaten the Dolphins that week if he didn't play.
Yeah.
But
no, it's a no risk, high reward.
I guess. But he's just a schmuck in my book and, a rapist. So I don't think he should be allowed to play in the NFL anymore.
No, he's an absolute douchebag of a person. I know. That's not in
But
depth.
yeah,
You watch him
let's
on
move on.
watched him on Hard Knocks when he
Oh,
was on the
it's
Raiders, and
the
that was a shit
best.
show.
Yeah.
So anyway,
So moving on from that now. Again, back to Jamie and Aaron. It's a really good matchup. It's a really good week for really both of these guys. I could, probably see if everybody plays for Jamie, I could see Jamie winning.
oh
Even
yeah,
though projections right now are Dayman 133 to Jamie's 118.
yeah. No, I'm gonna go
I
with
could see
Aaron.
Jamie pulling out the win. Carson Wentz could have a big night tonight against the Giants, although the Giants defense has been sneakily good this year. Gurley could have a big week against Detroit because they have, literal water as their defenders.
Yeah, no, I like Aaron's team.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson's been hot. Connor
Yeah,
has
he
been hot.
has. Yeah.
Devontae Adams was not, but hopefully they get back on track this week.
Yeah, Julio Jones is big now that he's back. He's playing like he absolutely should be playing.
Yeah, so now I'm gonna go with Aaron. He still has good great receivers.
Oh, yeah, both
Um,
teams have great receivers,
yeah,
man.
true. That's
You
true
got
too.
Jamie has Chris Godwin in his flex position. If that's not a testament to how good your wide receiver pack is, I mean, you got AJ Brown and Michael Thomas as your two guys. Though,
Yeah,
AJ Brown is only projected for 11 points this week. He is playing Pittsburgh, so it could be a rough week. Could be a rough week for Titan players.
yeah.
So,
All right, let's move on.
okay, in our third game, we got Kittles and Bits against Bad Things Happening, and battle between 11th and 12th. One person will be in 12th place after this game. Who will it
Dun,
be?
dun, dun.
Well, right now, Bad Things Happening. Laura is projected to win 117 to 101. So,
Mine
that's
says something different.
118 to 100.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what my little section down at the bottom of the screen is showing me. But at the top in the graph section and everything, it's telling me 117 to 101, which I think
Regardless.
that is the most updated one. But I'm not sure.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That's not a big deal. It's the same score essentially.
Well, they added 1 point to Josh and they took 1 point from Laura. Either way, 2 point margin of error here. We'll go with
Yes.
that. Looks like Josh is actually starting Le'Veon Bell this week, though. He's got him in a starting lineup against Denver.
He's projected to get 5 points.
5 points.
But I mean, they don't know what his usage is going to be, and I mean, they have given indications that he will be the workhorse back again.
Yeah.
Sorry, I forgot he's on the. Well, it keeps showing him on the Jets on my screen. He's on the Chiefs now, so
It shows him as KC on mine.
I don't know, but yeah, he's on the Chiefs, so no, it's just about his usage rate. I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't know.
And unfortunately, he doesn't have anybody better to really put in that position right now. His only other running back that's active this week is Perrine, who's projected for 5.09 points instead of 5.02. I think you'd rather take the upside of the Le'Veon Bell situation and play that. You might as well. You have nothing to lose there, really.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, Montgomery going up against LA. That could be a rough game for him. Fuller going up against Green Bay. I think that game, Houston against Green Bay this week, is going to be a shootout. I think it's going to be a really good game. I think it's going to be a high scoring game for everybody involved. Watson could absolutely kill it. Fuller could kill it, as well as the plethora of Green Bay players out there coming off a angry loss week. Man, yeah. Houston's going to have to deal with a pissed off Aaron Rodgers this week. So
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think the Packers will come back. I think Rodgers is going to want to redeem himself. That's the hope, at least.
But I mean, with what Houston has been doing since they fired Bill O'Brien,
That too.
I have more hope for Houston now, and I think it could be a better game than it would have been if everything was the same as 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, it's true.
So,
Yep.
yeah, and he's got the Eagles defense going up against the Giants tonight. I think that's a great call. Giants are going to be terrible tonight. We have no offense. On Laura's side, though, Herbert going up against Jacksonville. It's going to be great. Kenyon Drake going up against Seattle. I think he can have a big week. Jacobs going up against Tampa Bay. I don't think he hits 13 points.
So Herbert, she must have picked him up after I dropped him. I dropped him for Tua with the Dolphins. I picked him up.
Looks like she dropped all of her quarterbacks.
She keeps
just going with
She
him.
has a revolving door for or quarterbacks.
She might be trying to just stick with him for the foreseeable future because she has dropped all of her other quarterbacks. She has nobody but Herbert.
Oh, damn.
And she has historically had, like, I want to say at least 2 or 3.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's funny. She has both Bronco running backs and both the Steeler receivers.
Yeah.
That's funny. All right.
And she's not even playing Claypool this week. I'd play Claypool. Given what Fuller and what the Texans did against the Titans last week, I'd say you play Claypool in this situation. I think you throw him in there.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would play Schuster, though.
Wonder why he's only projected 7 points.
Because the NFL Network has no love.
7.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's weird. All right.
Yep, she definitely has an interesting situation going on right now. I mean, and Josh will have to replace his kicker because Sly is on the COVID list right now. But yeah, I think this could be a low-scoring, slug 'em out type of game, with the exception of a couple people. And I think because of those couple people, Kittles and Bits is going to go over. I think he wins.
Know what? No, I'm going with Laura this week.
Right on.
Laura this week.
Yeah, I just think his wide receiver situation is better. I think his quarterback situation is better. And
no,
yeah,
I like Herbert. He doesn't do bad stats. He's been pretty consistent. I didn't drop him because he was bad, and I just dropped him because I didn't need a third quarterback, and I just want to get Tua instead. But Kenyon Drake has been good. Josh Jacobs has been pretty solid. Keenan Allen's always pretty consistent, and then Jamison Crowder is the only receiver that they have on the Jets. And Jared Cook, yeah, he's kind of meh, but I think he'll be better than Tunyon.
Yeah.
And then Byron Scott, who's the Eagles' starting running back now because Mike Sanders went out.
Boston Scott.
Boston Scott.
Yeah. No, looking at everything, looking at the matchups, yeah, it looks like a lot more of her players could have better weeks. Yeah, his quarterback and wide receivers, I think, are going to have good weeks, but I think her quarterback, running backs, and tight end could have a lot better too. Yeah. So, I'm going to switch up. I'm going with Laura.
Oh, snap.
You're right. You're convincing.
Appreciate it.
All right, moving on to our fourth game of the week. We got CDs, TDs, and Cody against Leroy. I'm not doing it this time. Doug. Leroy Jenkins and Doug. Right now, matchup. Projections I see at 114 for Cody to 120 for Doug. Looks like it will come down to a Monday night game. I'm also seeing 114 and 116 projected.
Yeah.
So, what are you seeing?
That's the second one. That's
14 to 16. Cool.
Yeah.
We'll go with that one. So, looking at these guys matchup, Matt Ryan, I think, is going to have a great week for Leroy. Devontae Freeman, he could do okay. Elliott's going to have a pissed off week against Washington. I could absolutely see that. He's going to throw the name redacteds all over the football field. Diggs is going to just crush the Jets. I don't see how that's even a matchup. Just let's give Stephon Diggs like 30 points right now and call it good. Nobody has to play. Let's just
yeah.
Let's just see. Jets, you can forfeit the game, leave in dignity.
Yeah.
McLaurin could have a great game because Dallas is absolutely terrible against wide receivers. Jimmy Graham is doing Jimmy Graham things. He's very hot and cold this year, so we'll see what happens there. Deontay Johnson, playing Deontay Johnson against Tennessee. I think that's a good call. And then Bagley and the Bears. He's got a decent team going on. Yeah, Allen over on the other side going up against the Jets. Again, let's just give Allen like 30 to 40 points because I'm sure that's what he's going to get against the Jets. And let's just have the Jets walk away and call it good. No reason to embarrass yourselves.
Seriously, the Jets are just abysmal.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, and then Cody's team with Josh Allen, who's been super. Well, he's actually had a couple bad games.
He
recently,
has.
So I'm not as hot on him anymore. Henderson,
17
all
and
right.
16-point game in a row. Yeah.
Let's see, Gibson, and no.
I don't like either of his running backs.
Yeah. Tyreek Hill, obviously he's always pretty good. DJ Moore, yeah, he's pretty
He could
solid.
be good. Yeah.
Ebron is okay, and then Mari Cooper, he could be good, or I mean, they have a lot of receivers now, so it's kind of hit or miss if it's going to be Mari's day or not.
Yep.
No, I have a lot of question marks on Cody's team actually now going through it.
It definitely doesn't seem like the powerhouse that 5-1 would lead you to believe that he is.
So I'm going to go with Doug in this game.
Yeah, no, I think Doug gets the win in this game. Looking at the matchups and everything, I think Doug definitely has a better week ahead of him than Cody does.
Yep.
So in our fifth game of the week, we got the champ is losing going up against Mr. Colorado Beer Fan. And sir, I got you currently projected
Kicking
to win 131 to 108 right now.
I may be losing, but there's one thing I can do.
Winning the projections.
I can beat Dave.
Yep. And we need you to beat Dave. That's what we all need you to do.
I'll be the hero like last year.
I'm not the hero that they need. I'm just the hero that I'm not the hero that they want. I'm the hero that they need.
Exactly.
Doing your Batman voice.
Exactly.
No, especially after getting Waller on your team, man, that is a hell of a pickup there for tight end. He's been absolutely great this year. Because let's be honest, he's had one game under 10 points.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's the only real threat that Las Vegas has.
Yeah.
So.
No. Hopefully Rodgers comes back, has a good week against the Texans. He's only projected 19 points. You can get in the 20s, I would imagine. But
I love how Aaron Jones is projected for more points than Rodgers.
Yeah, but he's supposed to be. Yeah, Aaron Jones, he's been killing it. Carson, he's been good. Anderson, he's been pretty consistent with the Panthers actually. Metcalf, we just talked about him, the future Megatron. He's doing great. Waller, I've paid attention to him. He has been good this year, so this would be nice to see how he does for me.
You're throwing it out there. Robert Woods is projected for 0.01 point more than CeeDee Lamb.
Then you have to make it. I'm sure that'll change too. So yeah, but CeeDee Lamb's been pretty solid recently, and Robert Woods has been good. So I have to make a decision between those two. But I mean, I have good receivers on the bench. Deebo Samuel starting to come on. Emmanuel Sanders has not been living up, but I have him just in case he does ever want to get to his.
If he starts, getting consistent again.
And then Hunter Henry is a backup tight end now.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And then Jaceki. So, no, I like my depth of my team.
Yep. No, you definitely have a good team, and I think you have a lot of really good opportunity this week to crush Dave. Dave's going up against Denver, or Mahomes is going up against Denver this week. That could be if Denver plays like they did last week against Cam Newton, I think he could have a rough game in store for him. But Mahomes will still get into the 20s. Let's be honest, he'll still get 20 plus
He will.
points. I don't know if he'll break into the 30s though.
No, but I do see one of the reasons why he's probably projected less this week is because of his bench. I'm looking at he has a ton of people on bye this week.
Oh yeah.
Which is,
But
well,
I mean, that's
it's
his
not even,
defense and one of his starting running backs.
I guess that's true. It's not that bad.
So yeah, Dave just miraculously has the team that doesn't look like it should do much, but
It always does.
just enough to beat the person that he's playing.
He's
Like, it's miraculous
does.
how that works.
Strategy.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I did want to check something real quick. Okay. Schultz. I wanted to see what was going on with his tight end Schultz and how good he's been playing this year. Not terribly great, but yeah, whatever. Obviously, I'm projecting you to win this game.
Thanks.
I think you're going to beat Dave this week because I don't like Kenny Galladay going up against Atlanta. He could be hit or miss. I mean, he could hit 16 points, but I don't think he goes into the 20s or anything.
Let's see when the game will end. There's no Monday night game, it looks like, for either of us. So I guess Sunday
it looks
afternoon.
like it's done Sunday.
Not even Sunday night. I have DK Metcalf and Carson playing at night, so that'll probably rely on the Sunday night Seahawks game.
Dave will be done as of 5:00 on Sunday, so you'll at least know what score you have to beat by.
The Giants defense, though, against the Eagles.
And the
Eagles have been shitty.
Eagles have been shitty, and they lost Ertz. They lost Sanders.
He always gets the right defenses and kickers, man. That's one of his things. I'm scared. I bet he's going to get a lot of points at the Giants defense.
I wouldn't bank on the Giants defense terribly much. As I said, though, they have been sneakily good this year.
Mm-hmm.
So,
all right, let's move on then to your game.
Cool. In the final game of the week, we got me going up against Anthony, and I am currently projected to win. Well, he hasn't set a quarterback because he doesn't have a bench quarterback right now. So, right now it's projected 118 to 83. That's what I'm currently seeing.
Yeah, but again, quarterback. So add another 20.
Oh, well, let's see. Who is the top rated quarterback right now, and what is he projected at? Matthew Stafford at 19 points, going up against Atlanta this week. So you got Stafford, Minshew, or Derek Carr as probably your best options this week.
Mm.
So, yeah, I'm not too terribly worried this week. I actually think I could potentially win. Derrick Henry going up against Pittsburgh is going to be rough, but at the same time, Derrick Henry's just looking beastly right now, especially after a 50-point week. DeAndre Swift, hopefully he's finally starting to come into his own.
You're welcome for Derrick Henry.
Oh, yeah, thank you. You're welcome for Chris Carson, who has been very consistent, and Robert Woods.
He's actually supposed to have more points than Henry this week.
Yeah.
But anyway.
So Henry hasn't been projected for really much more than 15 points all year, and he's very dependent on touchdowns. Like, yeah, sure, he'll run the ball 20 times a game, and he'll get, maybe 100 yards or so and, get those, 12, 13, 14, 15 points.
Yeah.
But unless he gets touchdowns, he's a very, very low scorer. So I don't know. Henry, I think I think he's a good pickup because he does have the weeks where he can bust out, 54 points.
Yeah. No, that's he is a good player, and I was really sad to trade him. But I always kind of believe in more. I always like doing those 2-for-1 type of trades, or
It's
3-for-1 or whatever. When I
yeah,
get more in return, just so
yeah,
like in case, for example, if Henry gets hurt or he had COVID or anything like that, he doesn't play, then you're already losing the deal, right? Because you're getting 0 points from that trade for that
yep.
week.
Which I've already had to deal with him not being
Yeah,
on playing on a week where he's supposed to.
yeah. But for me, if one of my guys went down, I still have the other one from the trade that could still play and make something happen. So
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, sure you give up an A player, but you get 2 B+ players,
yeah,
and that's
yep,
not terrible.
yeah.
That's not terrible. But yeah, no, I mean, besides his quarterback not being set this week, yeah, Duke Johnson or Dearness Johnson.
Who the hell is
He,
that?
backup cornerback or running back for Cleveland, projected for 3 points.
Interesting.
Yeah, Mike Davis, he's been fired this year, but he's going up against New Orleans this week. So hopefully that New Orleans, rush defense is as stout as it should be. Marvin Jones going up against Atlanta. Marvin Jones is always better when Galladay plays, so I'm a little worried there. And then Beckham can absolutely go off against Cincinnati.
I don't know. I think you're gonna win. I
Oh
do.
yeah, I think I'm gonna win. I think my most, the thing I got to fear the most is George Kittle right now, because I mean, shit, you
Yeah.
should always fear George Kittle.
Yeah. No, it's true.
But yeah, I think I should be okay. I think it's gonna be closer than I want it to be, but I think it's gonna be a good week.
Yeah. Exactly. So yeah.
And it will come down to Monday night for me. He'll be done as of right now, 5 o'clock on Sunday.
Okay.
And then depending on what quarterback he picks up. And let's see. Quarterbacks. It's gonna tell me what time they play. No, it's not gonna tell me what time they play because you're gonna be a bunch of schmucks. But I don't think any of them are really any of the Monday night or Sunday night games as of right now. So yeah, I think he'll be done as of 5 o'clock, 5:30 on a Sunday, and then we'll see what I have to do on Sunday night and Monday night.
Yeah, it'd be interesting.
I need a win though. I really need a win.
So do I. Let's do it together.
Right.
It'd be helping both of us out, right? Because Anthony is in 3rd place. He's good. And then me versus Dave, he's in 1st. So if we can knock both, of the people that are in playoffs position down one spot, it will help both of us out to move up.
Yeah, unfortunately though, if all 3, Dave, Cody, and Anthony lose, they're all gonna stay right there in the positions that they're in.
Damn.
Yeah, because let's see
Yeah.
CDs plays Doug. Okay, yeah. So yeah, unfortunately, well, maybe something might happen with Anthony if Damon, uh, Daniel, or Jen can win.
Yeah.
Because then they'll be tied with him at 4-2. But yeah, unfortunately, I don't think we are going to move up into playoff contention as of this week right now. But
no, but we can make
we
a
get
move.
Damn close.
Get ready.
We get damn close.
So, all right.
So I think that's it for this week, though.
That's it.
Let's just go ahead and wrap this now because we've been rambling for a while. And let's just call it.
Let's call it. It's hour and a half.
Well, we've been talking here for an hour and a half, but we didn't start this till like 45 minutes ago.
I mean, the recording says an hour and a half.
It's only going to be like 45 minutes because I've been on here since 4 when I started this.
You start recording at 4?
No,
I'm saying the recording's been on for an hour and a half, not the
it
call.
hasn't.
That's what it's. Oh,
Watch.
wow.
It'll be fine.
Oh,
It'll be fine.
okay.
All right. So, for my co-host with the most, Mr. Tony S. Burgess, I am your host with the most, Mr. Garrett M. La Laguna. The M this week, as always, stands for mother. And we're just going to leave you with that. Have a good rest of your week, guys. Best of luck to everybody out there that's not named, oh God, who am I playing? Anthony. So, best of luck. Take it easy, guys.
Bye.
Peace.